Y'all, I told you I'd show you how to build these hog wire, these handrails that we're doing. So I should go and show, which I've already put this back up. On the rough zone like this, I like to build mine in place because there's too much variance in the lumber. If it's been like true lumber, dress lumber as they call it, I would have built it and then put it in. I build the whole frame out here and stick it in. But with these, I build them in place. It just makes it easier for me. But where my tape go? All right, here it is. But anyway, all right, we got the back on now. I want to put the sides on right here. So I measure in between here. We got 22 1/4. It should be rough. Yeah, see, that's like a 3/16. They're just a little different. That's why I don't like building them out here. All right, anyway, 22 1/4. Where's my board at? There we go. I think I can get another one right out of this. Dang, I already made one of them. If it would, I think that'd make that side. I just got lucky as long as that end's square. And then, hell, this one here was too short. I'll cut it out of this one and get another one. Make sure your ends are square. Yeah, that's not okay. This is the end I cut off of, so I'll go this way. 22 1/4. And I like to cut these snug, especially when I beat them in place. I like to make sure they're there. The old rough zones, anyway. Like I said, you got so much imperfections in this lumber. But it's all right. It looks good when it's done. It gives this stuff character, There we go. Got that one. All right. Now we just go over here and beat this bad boy in. Find your, this don't much. See, this side's gonna be facing out. This side won't never be seen because our hog wire goes on here. So we'll put this on just like that. The other side's nicer. I want it showing on the outside. Oh yeah, see, that's a nice fit. That's what you want right there. Anyway, okay, we do that right there. Screw that in. Where's the screw gun go? I'm using these 3 1/2s on these, because damn, where'd my drill go? What did I done do with that dang thing? Right in front of me, boys. Screw this up. That's the only thing, you'll see a few screws, but you have to. Well, you won't see these ones, but just make it uniform, make it where it's nice. You don't see none of these right here. The ones you see is what I'm saying when you picture frame the wire, because you need to screw through the, you need to sandwich it. You'll see. Can't get my words right sometimes. You gotta sandwich them bad boys. Y'all have a good day. How's all y'all doing? What's today? Tuesday, that's right. Today's Tuesday. So I don't know too many folks that, well, I guess they are some of them that do. They go on there, I ain't gonna say that. How many of y'all folks like to frame and build, and what kind of work y'all do? Y'all never did tell me. If y'all would, y'all let me know, please. Let's get this other one in real quick. And my mic sound all right? Do I got her too far? Yeah, let's see. I want that side showing that. Which either side's nice. What's that one? Yeah, we'll run that side. Come on, baby. Please be a good fit. Yeah. Boy, look at that. Was just a cut off. I didn't even cut that one to go there. Thank you, Lord. That's what was left over, and she fit right in. Sometimes you get lucky like that. But y'all see how I'm doing that? Can you see? You fit that in there like so. And this one don't get seen, so you could toenail some screws like that. Then I toenail in that way as well. Dang it, done lost it. I'll show you. You flush it up, one right there. Like I said, sometimes you have different thicknesses on this stuff too, right here. So I just always try to flush the back of it up where you don't be see it, and then sometimes you can't, So rough zone, you got imperfections. It ain't meant to be perfect. Like that don't give you the right to make it ugly, gap it up or not. That ain't what I mean. Just mean like the lumber ain't gonna be the same thicknesses all the time, they're the same widths. When you make a door or something out of this rough stone lumber, you gotta make it right. Well, that's when we take the time to plane it all. But that's different. All right, y'all, we got that. Now let me show you how to cut the hog wire. Let me turn this off real quick. I gotta go up there and get a sheet. All right. I don't know how good you can see it, but I hope you can see it good. What you want is you cut it with a pair of bolt cutters like this. That's the easiest thing. It ain't, because that's pretty thick metal. Alright, so we get our number here. And now this don't have to be tight, because you see you got all this play here. What you want is, I'll show you. Alright, so All right, so see, we're 50. We don't want 50 anywhere. We want anywhere around 57, or a little less. So this is probably going to be 55. What? All right, you see how that we're going to cut it right here. This is 56. Find your closest spot and just cut it straight on your rails. So that's fine, and I'll show you how we space it out when we get on there. So the number at tight's actually 58 on most, but right here we can only get 56, so we can keep it all dimensional. So we'll cut it right there. Like I said, this ain't got to be perfect. You just want, what you want to do is try to have a full block if you can. That way it looks right when you space it. Like I said, and I always go ahead and just cut this off all the way up, even though you ain't got to have, I got to cut that bottom too. Right there. All right, there's that. Now, this, I already know my width. I've been cutting it all. I need 28. Because see, it don't matter. The width's actually 30 and a half, but you can't get 30 and a half right here. So the closest you can get is 28. So we cut it at 28. You don't need nothing to mark it with because you know it's right there. You just go to the bottom, boom. Just, dang it. That better be right. Should be. Yeah, it is. I thought I messed up. Anyway, we'll cut that real quick. So it don't take but a second. You get a little rhythm. These things work good. You can use a grinder or whatever, but this is easier. And you ain't gotta worry about no batteries. All right, so we got that piece. Now this is the next thing I like to do. I already know to space this right. I've been pulling down an inch and running my top. So I'll take a pencil and I'll make me a 1-inch pencil mark up here so I can put my wire on it. And I know I get the same reveal the whole way. And then this one, let's see, how much play was it I had? We ended up being, all right, we ended up being 56. We got 58, so we need an inch in on either side. So we just come in an inch, and that gives us the same reveal. So what I do now is I take my hammer. Like you can do this plenty other ways, but like I said, when this is dress lumber, I build the whole frame on the ground and put it in. This way, I take a couple of these roofing nails for tacks. I thought I had some hog wires, you know, a little hog or ring clamp, hog clamp things. You know what I'm talking about? They like the Sables driving, but this is all I had, and this works. So get this wire over here to your 1-inch mark, and then slide it up to your other 1-inch mark. I take my knee and just push it in, and it holds that. And then just take this, take one of these thumbnails and put it up, or take one of the roofing nails, put it up under the line, just like that. Same thing on this side. I slip, but you can always slide it some. You ain't worried about the left and right. Just get your height right the first time. Put it in the middle so you can slide it. All right, there's my 1-inch mark. It should be about an inch both sides, or I might have been wrong. Well, it can go this way just a little bit, but the thing is, just get your reveal the same. See, that's pretty good right there. Yeah, that's not bad at all. All right, now you can just, if you want to, now once you get it where you want it, just put a nail beside both of the wires right there so it can't move on you. That darn, hit my damn finger. These little 1-inches are tough. There it goes. It's hard just to pinch your finger in there. Should be good like that. Yeah, she ain't going nowhere. All right, now that she's stationary, we go ahead and now we picture frame it again. We cut the other side to go back on it, so we're gonna make this one. I was able to mark in place. If I where'd my dang board go? Here we go. I found one right here. So I mean, when you like I said, when you can mark it, describe it in place, because you know your pole might have a little twist or something to it, and it's always better if you can. And you see these blocks? These are just 4-inch blocks. That's what I build it on to. Oh, there we go. But so they should have been enough room to scribe it. But that, you just set your handrail off that and you pull up, and I pull 34 3/8 off the floor because that's what I was matching to what he's got over yonder that they done started. But you know, so we'll cut this and then we'll slap that in there and I'll screw it together, and that's what holds the wire real good, you know. Oh, Betsy. Now, see, and always pick your prettier side to go out. I like that side because it's got, I can see the circular marks in it, stands out a little bit more. So, and it's all right if you got to beat that in. So, where my hammer? So, like I said, we want her tight. Yeah, could have been a hair tighter, but that'll work. Oh, she good. Alright, now, 3. Keep on putting my knee on some damn screws. I'm sorry. Alright, we'll put that in there. So I was trying to keep the screws from being not shown, but you got to at least have a couple here. And I just won't have many. You want to keep it, hit the wire. Then you just keep it uniform so it looks better. Claude, no. Come here. Claude, hush. You want to spank him? No, let that man be. Quit. They're in their yard. Mind your own book. No, Claude. None of our business. Claudel. Claude, we're trying to work now. I ain't got time for this. Claude. Boy. What in the world? Keep on hitting the damn screw back there. Claude. Darn, that was a toughie. I don't know why it kept happening. Anyway, this is going to be this will be hidden, so you can always put a toenail here in the top because you get another block in front of it. But you always do it like that. So make sure you get that baby screwed in there tight. Like I said, I just take them, make sure I put one in the center right here. Then the rest of them I'll screw from the other side. And squeeze that together with your hand when you put that in. Like I said, that's 3.5. That's not the right one. Where'd those 3.5s go? Which one? Oh, over here is 3.5. I said, that wasn't the right one. Here's the long one. Yeah. Alright. Like I said, I'll go ahead and cut the other one real quick. Dang, I want to go get a 2x4 ready. Alright, y'all, I gotta shut now. I gotta go sand one. I ain't got no more ready.